He's a
Oh,
muffin. Thank you.
Is that what it is? At this point, I don't even know.
That's
There's a
okay, because he
difference.
doesn't know either.
do you know the Muffin Man? No, he's never here. No, he's in San Diego.
A cupcake's just a muffin with icing on top.
The muffin is a lie.
Don't you lie to my muffins.
I'm bluffing with my muffin.
That sounds like a euphemism.
It's a music line and a euphemism.
It's from like what, a Gaga song, right?
Yeah. My Poker Face.
Yeah.
Funny thing was, a coworker of mine years ago when that song was out, she used to get up at our podium and dance to that song, and she'd just have her hands in the air and say, "I'm bluffing with my muffin." And we had to explain what that meant.
Was that Francis?
No, it was Fish.
Oh.
So, where last we left off, you guys have infiltrated the bandit army that you were looking to infiltrate. Good job. You lost some stuff. You found some stuff. You got assigned a really good job where basically you're going to be backup for the bandit group out in the hills.
And didn't, if I remember correctly, Korik got an offer on Index?
Yes, I did.
Yes, he did. There was some offering being made.
If they try to steal Index, they're in for a surprise.
Yes, I will make them breakfast, and they will not expect that.
Because the group's going to charge them extra to take Index back.
Wasn't there like a comedy movie in the 70s where this pair of guys, one black, one white, like sold the black guy off, and then he ran away and captured him or got him back, and he kept on selling him off. It was a con.
I have no idea.
I was going to say Dragonheart.
No.
It's the same con, just different pretext. But it doesn't ring any bells. As we'll be Googling this beautiful 3-day weekend, which hopefully y'all got 3 days off. So
Con Man or Skin Game. 1971. I'm old.
Yeah, well,
we knew that.
I'm old too, but I didn't remember it.
James Garner and Louis Gossett Jr.
Hey, that's a good cast.
It's a terrible pretense.
In 1857, conman Quincy Drew and his black friend Jason O'Rourke swindle slave owners into buying Jason, who's a free man, and later share the profits when Jason escapes captivity.
I mean, it's a great con until it goes wrong.
Yeah.
In 1971, I was 2 years old 11 years later.
Oh, I'm old.
You have to use
1971, my mother was 10 years old.
Oh my god, I'm old.
Oh my.
Okay.
I did not see it when it first came out.
Doesn't narrow it down a whole lot.
It doesn't.
Let's just put it this way. I was alive then.
Look who knows so much. So you guys were being taken by wagon to an ambush spot. Bandit on the wagon basically giving you...
Wait. Are they taking my horse?
They picked you up in a wagon. You don't need a horse.
No. I need my horse.
Why do you need your horse? They're putting you at a camp spot that you're basically staking out, and
Because
come
I'm
back to pick you
cavalry, I fight from my horse. I got a long stick.
okay. I mean, if you want to bring your horse, you can totally bring your horse.
Okay.
But they're not going to give you any food for your horse. You're going to be out here for a couple days. He'll be fine. You have him eat the grass. Or maybe y'all will get hungry and eat your horse. One or the other.
Horse meat's just lean beef.
Does he make that? Do they make that joke?
Yeah, they make that joke.
What's his race?
He's a human.
Oh, I'll reply, not as good as human meat.
Ooh.
As they kind of look at you like, okay, weird guy.
I technically don't need to eat, and I eat both horse and human.
I mean, how do you think you grind it up? You just put it in one end of him and it comes out almost like sausage.
I actually
I
installed
just imagine
sausage maker
that
this
when
last
Index
upgrade
opens
time.
his mouth. I just assume that when Index opens his mouth, it's just blender sounds. Just
Sound like a 90s fax machine.
Uh-oh, the page just skipped a tooth. It's screwed.
worse. A router when you have dial-up.
Ooh, the killing of the robot. Sacrifice the robot childrens to your internet god.
Get off the phone, I'm trying to use the internet.
Or worse, you're on the internet and someone keeps calling your house and not letting it go to voicemail.
Oh, Lord.
Thank you.
When I first started dating Jim and we were playing World of Warcraft online, he was on dial-up. It was funny.
Good Lord.
Everybody thought it was funny.
And he was the healer!
Until the healer goes link dead.
I never had dial-up. I, for the longest time, had no computer. And then I had no internet but a computer. And then it wasn't until I was in high school that I had internet.
Oh my god, in high school.
See, I remember collecting the Net Zero
So that's
discs to get on
that's-
online.
that's like 2010, 2011 that I finally had internet for the first time.
5 1/4 floppies. Back when they were really floppy.
I remember playing Oregon Trail on 2 CD discs.
Oh my god.
See.
I
Or no,
remember
3.
but-
Sorry, it was on 3 of them.
I remember when AOL charged you by the hour that you were online.
Yikes.
And that's why I went to Net Zero, because I was going to pay those rates.
Yeah.
Just have to
Nowadays,
order another
though,
Net Zero disc and get free minutes.
Nowadays, though, if it was charged based on hours online instead of just flat rate plus amount of data that you've used,
Mm-hmm.
I could see some ways to abuse that.
Turn the internet on, get all the computers on as you can in the household, and download as much as you can.
Yep. It's like, I'm pirating an entire week's worth of entertainment. That cost me $3. Done. Don't only need to do that 4 times a month. $12 internet bill. Done.
Watch Net Zero freak out when they're like, they're downloading too much at once.
But we charge by the hour.
Well, that's okay. I got my AOL for free.
You got that insider rate.
Yeah, because I worked for them for 12 years. Till they
Okay.
laid me off.
Good old Time Warner.
Well, actually, AOL bought out Time Warner, but then it kind of biggest mistake they made. Then Time Warner just took over.
You think
They
you're
bailed
buying
them out.
me? I'm really buying you.
Mhm. I totally remember that. We got packages of like different Time Warner things, and we saw one of the Harry Potter's Chamber of Secrets. Like they had a big showing for us.
That's cool. So, bandits, wagon, dropped off to your ambush site. Bob has his horse because Bob doesn't want to be left alone. Bob's totally gonna.
I don't want them to have my horse.
Okay.
It's the horse is probably worth more than like a whole squad of them put together.
If you wanted to, we could add some type of alchemical bomb to the horse. So if they tried to steal it, it would explode.
Yeah, but then
Like
so
a dead
would the
man
horse.
switch.
But then, so would the horse. If you could just make them explode and leave the horse fine,
Wait.
I'm okay with that.
I
Wait,
might,
why do we care? You're a
Yeah,
necromancer. You
that's
can just
exactly
resurrect
what
the
I was
horse.
going to bring up. I'm like, what does that matter?
Oh no, the horse is in bits. That just means that it'll crawl back together when you cast a spell.
Ew.
I'm not quite that good yet.
Yeah.
All
But
right,
you
then
have to
skeleton
practice.
horse. That sounds even better.
I'm working on it.
Okay, so they basically get you to your ambush spot, and they kind of, give you this little spiel about we'll be back in 3 or 4 days to pick y'all up. If you need any food, well, don't wander too far away. If you see smoke, and he kind of points up the road, that's a signal that some sucker's coming this way for you guys to rob. But just be prepared that they may come through really fast. Because that means they made it past the other guys. Any questions? Everybody got like really quiet, so I figured I'd ask.
I think I understand.
Simple plan.
Okay, so pretty much they drop you off right here, and then they continue along the little path, and you see him, goes kind of up the hill where there's this nice little hill that breaks line of sight, and he kind of throws out a little sack, and the little 12-year-old scamp kind of jumps out, and kind of starts digging himself a little foxhole looking thing, and puts his sack in the hole and jumps in the hole, and he waves at you guys.
Gee, I wonder if he's part, gnome.
Yes, I think it might help to do this if we are able to hide in a hole. Is anyone good at hiding?
No.
Actually, while we might have a moment or two, what is the plan?
I believe the plan is to rob anyone who comes this way.
That does sound like the plan.
Well, I'm not entirely comfortable with this. We are supposed to be keeping a cover.
Okay, so what do you guys, what is your plan? I mean, you're left all alone. You see the dust of the wagon going off. You have.
What if we made some type of trap along the road, so that way when they're running through, they run across it and.
Does anyone have any rope? Sounds like somebody's wanting a trip line across the road.
No,
I don't know,
my
trip
rope got
line,
stolen
pit.
last night.
As all of a sudden our scouts, just like, damn, I could use that rope.
I think I've got an extra rope.
If not, I believe I have rope.
Yes, I have an extra rope. I have backpack, bedroll, rope, torches, water skin, and horse.
And horse.
Because sometimes you need horse.
Oh, and I used to have a half pound of dried meat. I don't know if that's still good. And 4 daggers.
I mean,
figure we ate that already. It's been a while since I bought it.
as all of a sudden some wild dogs have eaten your food. Okay, so what's your guys' plan?
There we go. Sorry, I'm fixing my ranged attack, because my ranged attack is based on my cunning, not my agility, and I now finally have enough ranks that makes a difference in the dice pool, and it's... yeah.
It's an actual thing.
It's convoluted. So, like, with my dagger, the roll is a brawl roll, and the modifiers are +1 blue, 2 green, and an advantage in order to get the correct dice pool. And for the bow, it's 3 ranks in ranged, even though I have 4, and then I add a yellow, because if I had 4 ranks in ranged, it would have 1 too many greens. Because of the way it works. It's funny.
Again, it goes back to that convoluted part.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so you guys are setting up basically a rope across the road.
Sure. Don't know how much that's really gonna stop a wagon, but
Yeah, what are we tying it to? Because
If we were looking to stop people, wouldn't it be better to just make like a trench?
good lord.
I mean,
That's how you
Index
snap
isn't
some horse's
wrong.
legs.
Well, yeah. Oh, do we care about the horse's legs?
I mean,
Aww.
Yes, we care about the horses.
As in the distance, there's wild dogs barking.
I guess I'm confused as to where our line is here. Like we are okay stealing with people, but we don't want to break horses' legs.
I mean, no reason to add undue suffering.
Who says the horses don't have it coming?
Ooh.
I'm gonna operate under the assumption that they have committed no horse crimes.
And that's why they're gonna win.
No horses were harmed in the making of this crime.
And that's a mistake.
And then all of a sudden the camera pans back and you realize the horse was the mastermind the whole time.
I knew it.
Bad horse, bad horse. He rides because he's the thoroughbred of sin.
Okay, so you guys are, you can feel free to draw on the map of the plans that you have that you're making here. I mean, you have at least a day or two, head start. So what is it you guys are going to do for your ambushes?
Are we going to be back in time for the festivities?
No. We determined that last night.
Yes, which kind of I think the purpose for us was to be there for the festivities.
It totally was, which is why I thought it was adorable when you guys went along with the plan. Which, I mean my plan, not your plan.
Too bad we can't sneak back.
What if
It's not
our
the same
horse
can.
breaks a leg and we need to go back to the camp to medical hit?
if they're not gonna give us food for the horse, they're not gonna give us leave for the horse.
That's correct.
It's a test, new guys. It's all a test. Everything is a test. Okay, so who's gonna draw where you guys put the rope on the map? Don't everyone volunteer at once. I was totally expecting like 5 lines to be drawn on the map at the same time.
So we're gonna have the rope go like no. I got this. I got this. All right. Trust me. This is foolproof.
And this is totally your design concept where everyone's walking around drawing with the stick. If we should put the rope like this.
I don't know how to delete this.
You have to highlight the whole thing and then hit delete.
Oh, I think that's right. It's just this.
There we go.
Oh, Jesus.
Wow.
See? That should catch anything, right?
Do you have that much rope?
You got probably. I don't know. We got it knotted up here, so it's just one big piece. So like it can't like come apart or anything like that. It's looped around a couple of rocks over on this side. It's got a rock over here that is linked up on. It's got enough slack that like they won't think it's a threat, but fuck, the second it gets any attention, they're just dead. I think this is the perfect design, and none of you can tell me otherwise.
What if we just go up to the group that's near us that's also there to ambush people and then steal their stuff?
See, that's too easy.
That could totally be an option. I mean, you know that there's another bandit group that's going to be dropped off like 2 miles up ahead.
Yeah.
You totally could do that. I mean, that's totally a thing.
And if they're
I don't
like
know,
us,
boss. They got wiped out.
well, and if they're like us, then they're new guys that are there for a hazing, so we can pretend to be higher ranking people. This is what people call deception.
There. Loop it around a rock on the far side, and we just have someone stationed right here to yank on it at the right time.
Okay, is that what you guys are doing?
Well, it depends. What direction are they coming from?
They're coming from the north, heading to the south.
Okay, then yeah, this will work.
You asked a very important question.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so you guys, do your thing. You're getting all ready. You see the creepy kid in his little foxhole waves to you guys every now and then.
Do you want to try this one?
Who's the creepy kid?
It's good.
I don't remember getting introduced to him.
This is sugar.
You guys weren't introduced to him.
I'm gonna go over.
Okay, kid kind of like shirks away from you. He seems a little intimidated. He did clearly hear you talk about eating humans after all.
Oh,
What's your
fine.
name, boy?
You got a pretty mouth.
He looks at you and he's got like this stern, true grit look in his face as he's like, "I am Corvid."
No, that's too close to my name. You're gonna need to change it. This is what I say out loud. I'm not saying this to you, Jim. I'm saying this out loud.
So this, you and Bob are both going up the hill?
Yeah.
Because he's close enough to watch you, but not close enough to hear you.
I'm very perceptive.
As he just kind of like, he's given Bob this look like, I know that I can't get in trouble, but you can get in trouble. There's some whole Lord of the Flies things going on here.
I'm sorry, is he under the impression that children can't get in trouble?
Can't get in trouble when the boss says you're not going to get in trouble.
I want to take this kid for a night out on the town in the city with the university. He'll have a real wake-up call.
Well, I think it's more that he won't get in trouble with the mercenaries because he has been already accepted and we're the newbies. So his word is worth more right now, I think is what he meant.
Hmm.
So do you guys ask him what he's doing there? I mean, kid just sits there and he's eating this bag full of apples that he brought with him.
Would
How
help
come
if
they
I,
put-
Is Korik
Didn't
shooting
have-
him?
No, don't shoot him. How about I try and charm him? Make friends.
Okay, so you're gonna join Korik and Bob at the top of the hill.
Sure.
Okay. Shorty to shorty.
Yeah. Wait, there's no charm on this one?
You got coercion? Coerce?
Oh no, charm's down there. Social skills. Okay. All right. Oh. Joseph had to step away.
He fires an arrow into the kid and walks away.
I'm going to try and charm the kid.
Okay, go for it. As you discover, he is immune to charm, or he actually thinks you might be one of this group's kids, and he immediately falls for your charmingness. As he basically offers you to get in his hole, so you can avoid the daylight too, because it gets kind of hot out here, and he has apples. He stole some
Okay, I'll
apples
pop
before
in,
leaving
and just
camp.
chat with him. Try and get, information.
Ooh. Okay.
Just while, being nonchalant and just chatting him up and
Well,
so
being
how long
abs-
have you been with the mercenaries? That type of thing. Where's your parents? Aren't you?
I'm a camp follower who's been with these guys for a really long time. Almost 3 whole months.
Wow.
That was going to be my question.
I'm working my way up the organization.
Now, what are we supposed to be? Because I don't have my notes. What was our main target again?
To go steal the
Urn of Kings.
Urn of Kings.
Oh yeah, that's right. Okay.
That may be auctioned or shown off as artwork at the party that you're gonna miss while you're out here.
And that regardless of the name, they also contain the remains of queens.
So yeah, we're definitely How long did it take to get here?
It just took like an afternoon on wagon. You definitely get the idea that they do this pretty regularly, where they pitch off into a certain couple ambush spots and they leave different guys at different locations to basically guarantee that the fat loot is taken by the banditos.
Great band.
Well, I mean, what information do you want from this kid? Because, I mean...
As he doesn't like the rest of you guys, but he definitely likes your little bard. As he's like, do you know how to actually play that instrument?
Why, yes, I do. Would you like to hear a little tune?
Dare you to play some music.
Stab him in the back. Do what you do best.
I will
right in the back.
Quietly pluck out a tune.
And he seems to begrudgingly accept your musical skills. He gives you that whole, I've heard better, but you're pretty good.
You've heard better. I really play a really nice, I amp it up. I was trying to be quiet.
And now you've been insulted, so now you must...
Yeah, I'm
Die.
sorry. My flaw is pride. So I
thought your flaw was being short.
Ooh.
You're just overly tall. People, well, not you, but computer keeps locking out. There we go. Okay, so I'm gonna play another, but put a little more oomph into it.
Okay, so give me a performance check to show how oomphy you are. This is when she rolls badly and then she knifes the kid in the back.
Would that be verse?
It could be
I don't
performance,
see a performance.
or you tell me which skill you're doing. I mean, you could totally do verse if you're using your magic.
Well, I'm not using my magic, but there's.
Are you using charm? Are you using coordination to dance sexy, and play sexy? I mean, what skill are you using?
Well, I guess the only one that comes close is charm, because I don't see anything else that, other than verse, that would work. So we'll use charm.
Okay, go for it. As you immediately feeling insulted in your artistic style start immediately jamming out in the highest caliber of bards across the land with your 4 successes.
Damn, Skippy.
And the kid, you kind of realize this chip on his shoulder fake act that he's putting on immediately melts away as he's realizing that you're playing like a goddamn rock star. And he definitely seems impressed, that he's totally like, okay, maybe I was wrong. You're better than anybody I've heard.
Darn tootin', kid, I'm the best.
As he gives this whole like, you're not wrong. You're definitely not wrong. Don't mind me, I'm making some minis on the map you can't see.
Oh, lovely.
Okay, so you're doing your thing. You guys are setting camp here. Do you invite the kid to camp with you overnight?
I would.
Okay, so is there anything you're trying to get out of the kid?
Basically, just anything about the lady who, the warlord, but being real casual like.
Okay, so
don't want to overplay my hand.
You definitely get the idea that he doesn't want to talk about her, but since you're being super cash, give me a charm roll, and I'll give you a blue dice since he is definitely fanboying with you.
Okay,
that's what
you
we're
ready?
calling it. Hold on just a sec. Okay, I got your blue dice in there.
She likes songs?
Oh, she definitely likes music. I mean, she usually has any bard or poet that they kidnap go before her court, so that way she can have her own, troupe of entertainers to entertain herself and her guests. She loves people who play music. You know, if you play your cards right, I'll tell her that you play music so you don't have to be with the rest of these guys.
Well, you know her?
I've served her personally twice.
Wow.
I even got to pick her cup off the floor.
And how did you get that sweet gig?
Mainly because I popped the nose of the other kid that was going to do it, and since he had a bloody nose and blood on his tunic, he couldn't serve her drink, because she refuses to allow anyone that's not dressed properly in her court.
Really?
She once murdered a man for having stains on his outfit in front of her.
Wow.
Just don't tell her that she often has food and drink stains all over her when she's done eating.
She's persnickety about others, but not so much about herself.
It's because she wants to be queen of her own little fiefdom.
Well, certainly sounds like she's well on her way.
I don't know, but I'm going to be one of her right-hand men, make sure I've got a comfortable lifestyle.
I just bet you will.
In a few more weeks, I'll probably be the one who sits right next to her, taking care of all her busy work. Of course,
What kind of busy work?
Well, you know, I'll be telling people what to do and giving orders and making sure that everybody goes and brings us back treasure.
Well, you need a lot of treasure to build a kingdom.
I mean, like 100 gold coins, you know, is just a good start. As you're totally realizing silver coins is a good start. As you're totally realizing that this kid's basically got no fucking clue.
Yeah.
What if the treasure was friendship all along?
So, of course, you know, you guys, you know, have a nice relaxing day, and the kid will let it slip, you know, for you just because he wants to make sure that you succeed in your mission. And he's like, so Twyla, because you're giving him your real name, right? We have so far.
Yeah.
When you see the smoke on this side of the road, and he points to the western side of the road, that means they've started fighting. If you see a smoke rise on the eastern side of the road, that says that they've escaped their line and they're heading our direction. Sometimes they do tricksy stuff like throw money off the back of wagons or, you know, wares, so that way, you know, our warriors are busy looting the things off the ground so some thieves don't steal from them.
That's tricky.
But our job is to make sure they don't get past us. So you make sure you murder them real good.
Why do we have to murder them? Why can't we just take their stuff?
Well, it's easier when they're murdered.
He is correct.
True. But then they can send word. Well, I guess they don't want to send word. But you kill them, and then there's nobody to come back. Pretty soon, people are just not going to come this way.
Oh, don't worry. Our warlord knows when people come our way. She has spies nearby that tell her when caravans are coming by. And when an important caravan comes by, she gets word through, and he kind of like, you know, doesn't want the other guys to hear it, he's like, through magical means.
Magic?
Magic.
No fooling?
For real magic.
Wow, what kind of magic? I heard there's lots of types.
It's like special soul superpower magic.
You hear that, Bob?
Uh-huh.
Could even be blood magic. After all, she once slit a guy's throat and drained his blood into a goblet because she said she needed it for magic.
Wow.
And if Bob would like to roll his arcane skill,
Actually, I have something even better than that.
even better.
Uh-huh.
For reals? No
Uh,
fooling?
How about forbidden knowledge?
Ah.
You might want to not to go that obscure. I mean, you can if you want to roll forbidden knowledge instead, but Arcana would all that's required. But if you want to go forbidden magic,
Okay.
you can.
We'll go Arcana.
As immediately Bob's like, "Oh shit, this sounds legit, guys." So, what would you like for those 3 advantages? It must be the way the kid's presenting it. It sounds vague enough that everything sounds like an actual spell Bob has heard of. So it's like, yeah, this shit sounds legit.
Yeah, almost anything sounds legit.
The kid, probably because the combination of the kid's embellishing it and the kid doesn't know what he's talking about.
Uh-huh.
But you do have 3 advantage.
Does the kid talk about possibly a magic item that she has or uses?
Oh yeah, I mean, when you're listening to him, because you're keeping your ear out for specifically that, and he's like, she totally has a treasure room full of ancient and powerful magic items that she's stolen and dug out of the earth, because apparently her sister, and of course this is the first time you're really hearing a mention of sister, it is a powerful magic user. And she has her sister take her armies to places where she finds that her treasures are stashed.
Yeah, because I was about to say, I didn't think there's going to be many people just walking around in a caravan with magical items.
Oh, you'd be surprised what you can find in these caravans. I mean, sometimes you have to like tear wagons apart to make sure they didn't hide something good somewhere. And sometimes people swallow their belongings and then you got to cut them out.
Oh.
Couldn't you just give him a laxative and wait a few minutes?
What's the most awesome thing that you found on somebody?
I once found, and he kind of like turns around and waves for you to come look at him as he's hiding it from everybody. He reaches in and pulls out the string around his neck, and you see he's got a pair of rings, and he shows you he's got this really gorgeous looking emerald ring.
Wow, hold it. You got to keep that? We can keep this stuff?
You can keep one item from each of your raids that you go on.
Wow.
And this is mine. One day I'm going to grow big fingers, and he shows that it obviously does not fit his little fingers. And I will wear this ring probably inside the armor suit that I'm going to buy when I sell my other treasures. So I have a great weapon and armor, and I will be the greatest warlord to ever come. I might even marry our war chief.
Impressive.
And he just gives you that big chin, of yes, it is.
Is it a signet ring or anything?
Nope, just a nice big emerald. It's fat loot.
The fact that the kid killed somebody to get it, kind of creepy.
If you ask him,
on 2 raids.
If you ask him, the story, he may have killed like 5 men to get this ring.
Yeah, I don't think that many, but
So of course we get.
Wait, so that means the kid's been on 2 raids in the past 3 months?
Uh-huh.
It's not a bad cadence. I mean, that's terrible. Child soldiers are terrible.
Hey, at least she's not giving the kids drugs, right? So we
Well,
get
I'm
this,
sure he wasn't forced into it, but he
As we
seems to
get
be.
a little 3-day montage of whatever you guys are doing. Is there anything of importance that you're doing besides eating, sleeping, watching the horizon?
Definitely not contemplating the moral quandaries of a child soldier.
I am actually composing a ballad of sorts for the exploits of the warlord in case I have to perform for her.
Okay, so the kid's spending his time over in his little hole because that's his job. And then, on the third day, you hear this little over from his little foxhole. As you guys look towards him and you look down the road and you see what looks to be like the start of a pillar of smoke.
Which side?
On the west side.
East. Okay, the west side means they're attacking somebody. I thought, right?
Remember, they're up the road from you. Yeah. Anyone that you fight has to get past them to get to you. Are you guys doing anything special to get ready?
I mean, we'll get our weapons, I assume.
Y'all are just standing right there down at the bottom of the road?
Behind
No, I'm going to take cover.
I mean, you do have this cleverly placed big-ass rock here.
Yeah, can we hide behind the big-ass rock?
You totally can hide behind the big-ass rock.
Ass rocks are my favorite kind of rock.
And the rocks are like cheeks. There's 2 of them that you can easily hide behind. Okay, so who is stealthing for the group?
Probably Bob.
And you're getting a blue because of all your teammates working together. Bob, will you give me a stealth roll, please? As Bob is telling everyone where to hide, so you're hiding effectively. As you all can almost in your mind's ear hear the Muffin Man say, "I'm going to hide in the middle of the road," and realize that he would get caught out in the open, not hiding. Going, good thing that you left the Muffin Man to protect your wagon. Ooh.
Well, we are not stealthy.
Okay, so you all got really good hiding spots.
Sorry, that was a formidable stealth roll. Oh,
well, it's going to be against someone's perception.
Good lord.
It's almost like scouts might have some skill in spotting ambushes.
What?
Okay.
That's absurd.
So what would Bob like those 2 advantages to give him?
We're in a spot where we can see them coming fairly easily, and the cat will be able to shoot them easy.
I mean,
that's a gimme.
He's like, I can shoot them easy regardless of where they are. And it's kind of my thing.
You're gonna give the cat a good ambush spot so he'll have a blue dice to his first attack?
Yeah.
Okay. So where is the cat going as we make the Muffin Man disappear?
So they're coming from up here, right?
They'll be coming from up here, yep.
Okay.
As the muffin disappears.
Right here. I'll be hiding back here along with whoever else is going to be back here.
Okay.
I have one question that might affect this. Do we terribly care about being stealthy for all of us? Because they're running. They've already been hit, right?
Yeah, that's the pretense. Yep.
So they're already rolling full speed ahead. Should a couple of us not just be on the road on the off chance that we can stop them and
that's
force
fair.
them off?
I would like to stand in the middle of the road.
If I'm on the road with my horse over here, they might charge me, and then they'll fall into the rope trick. As long as I'm out of range.
Index, you're strong. You should be on the rope.
Okay. Boop.
Okay.
Plan rope.
So you slowly see a little while later the kid whistles and you see a second column of smoke coming, and he kind of yells out there of, "Be ready! They'll be over here in no time." And you can obviously tell the kid has no idea. So you guys get all in your positions. You're all
What I
ready to
want to
go.
know is there, are we the only ones with this kid, or are there other people in the group?
Well, you saw two other kids in the wagon.
Okay, and where are they?
They were
Probably
taken off
further
with
up
the other
ahead.
group.
Okay, so yeah, so we're the only ones here with the kid.
Uh-huh.
Oh, with
Okay.
this kid, yes.
With this kid, yeah.
Okay.
It's almost like, remember when your rogue found out that the war chief uses children to mingle amongst the camp? Like she uses them as spies
Mm-hmm.
or lookouts to keep her appraised of what's going on. So thankfully, because this is a hill and you don't have line of sight over the hill, immediately you're hearing and seeing the oncoming horses, at least a handful of horses. You have mere moments to act before the dust cloud comes over this little bump in the road hill so you can see what's coming. Is there anything special you want to do?
I want to take aim.
I'm going to prepare my sling.
I have my instrument out.
Okay. So
I'm-
immediately...
Go ahead.
Oh, go ahead, Index. What were you going to do?
I'm gonna buff my brawn with an augment.
Okay, that's just an average roll.
Yes. Tell me when you're ready.
Give me just a sec. It should be on average right now, but we will find out. When apparently I click refresh because it's not loading.
Yeah, refresh.
It's all about the refresh. Okay, yep. It is ready for you.
Nope. No.
I lied.
rolling
It was not ready.
Wow.
Try
Like,
clicking
that's-
it one more time.
What?
Try clicking it one more time.
You're just rolling terrible tonight.
No, that was not the correct dice.
Yeah, like it doesn't help that there
Oh.
were two.
It's
two
just an average
Yeah.
check.
Yay!
That's threatening.
That's better.
Okay, so you immediately you're worried about doing this, and you cast the spell on yourself, and you're basically going to take 2 additional strain. As for some reason, rushing because you hear the horses coming made the roll extra strenuous to use the spell. Okay, so you guys are prepared. So go ahead and roll us initiative here.
Okay, since we're prepared, that come on. Would help if I'm on the right tab.
Yeah, same.
As clearly, when these guys ride over the hill, they kind of blatantly see you
I
all.
clicked it. Oh, there, it finally went up.
Oh.
I'm like,
Hey.
So it looks like we're missing somebody.
Index.
I rolled, but it has 2 purple die.
Make sure
Because
you're
you're
rolling the
hitting the wrong
initiative.
you're hitting the.
That's right. Where?
Also, it's cool, not initiative. Or not vigilance.
It's not
Yeah.
vigilance, yeah.
Because
we're
you are prepared.
This is
Top of the combat tab.
yes. Yay! Delicious.
It's hiding at that place where it's hiding. Okay, so you guys got the jump on these guys, though immediately when they come over the rise, they kind
Sure,
of
waste the triumph here.
I know.
the lead horseman kind of points his spear straight at you guys, and you see this like hint of red glistening off the spear tip already, as he says, "More bandits on the road!"
I would have been over here with.
Oh,
Closer to
now
here.
you're moving. I see the way it
Well-
is.
Yeah, I wouldn't have been that far away from the guys.
I was wondering why you're hiding out at the very bottom. As they basically see, Bob and Korik, and they're just going to charge with their horses and spears and just say, "Let's be done with this. Make an opening. She must get through."
Like my mandolin.
Now you know where the stealth.
How many squares is medium range?
Okay, so
How many squares can these horses move in one turn?
pretty good amount.
They're horses.
These horses have thumbs, so it's easier for them to move squares than other horses.
I need you to never say that again.
You did ask him, and
But he didn't need to say the horses have thumbs. That's
You're not even asking where they have thumbs, and that's where the problem is.
that sounds so wrong.
They're like thumb mandibles.
Okay, so we've got.
thumbnables.
Let me get the little drawing tool out there. So short is going to be.
Dun 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 dun.
Oh! We're totally gonna cut them off at the pass.
Jesus fucking Christ.
So short is 5 and medium is 10. As our bow guys like good, they're within long. Okay, so who's gonna go first? They obviously seem intent on like writing you guys down.
I say Cork can go first.
I mean, we can't see what's beyond them, but is there a wagon beyond them, or is that like if there is one still over the hill?
You hear something distantly over the hill, like there's more coming, like this is just the first group. Almost like, some riders ran ahead. It's crazy talk, I know, but it could just be that they're the forward vanguard.
That or they're dicks and are leaving the other guys behind.
Right?
Totally
Like,
could be that
I
too.
almost want to just get out of the way, let them run by, and then just take out whoever's behind them.
Now, does anyone want to do any kind of skill roll to recognize them?
Yeah, that's probably a good idea.
Yes. How about would knowledge lore work?
Knowledge lore would be perfect.
Okay.
How about knowledge adventuring?
That could work as well.
How about knowledge?
That sounds like what they've got covered.
Tell me when the difficulty is set.
So does that mean you're going first and you're doing that for your action?
Otherwise, I'm just going to be standing here holding a rope. So I think that unless someone else wants to work, that'll work for me.
Wait.
I mean, we're gonna
Do
need you
to
for
pull
pulling the rope.
this turn? When do you need to pull the rope?
Right before they get to the rope.
Yeah, but we can't do that in this game. They're out of range for me, so I'll take the knowledge roll, okay?
Yeah, go ahead.
We are just rolling terrible.
As Bob looks at them and he's like, they're all wearing uniforms. Hell if I know what uniform that they're wearing, but they're wearing a uniform.
Thanks, Bob. Back to you, Chief.
Okay, so needless to say, they're booking it in your general direction. Takes them right about there. They're cutting some distance. Big, long dust plume behind them. Who's going next?
Is now the time that we pull the rope? Like for
Probably, because they'll be hitting the rope any second, right?
Yep, it looks like next turn they'd be hitting the rope.
Okay, so that's what I will do. I will prep the rope.
Okay, go ahead and give me an athletics check as you grab this. My God, how long a piece of rope this is, and you are pulling the rope into action.
And this is the this should be boosted by 1 because of the augment.
Ooh. Okay, so is it a boost dice or is it an upgrade?
It's an upgrade dice.
Because those are totally better than just a boost dice.
Yes, correct.
All right, I got a free upgrade in there for you.
All right.
And here I was expecting you to like flip a light side point. Okay, so Index grabs this rope and starts pulling the rope and pulling the rope. And then you notice over here that somebody left like an extra 10 feet of rope rolled up.
Yeah.
And he's pulling as fast as he can to try to get that rope up, but it's just like slithering across the road right now. It's not actually going twing like it's supposed to.
This is like one of those comedies that like everything that the outlaws do just gets like comically foiled.
You're hearing that slapstick silent movie soundtrack
exactly.
playing, and it's really Twyla over there playing it. But you do have 3 advantages, so what would you like for the 3 advantages? I mean, you could totally say it knocks one of them prone if you want. Wow, falling off a horse is a short distance.
Yes. It says that I can spend 2 advantages to grant additional maneuver during my turn.
Uh-huh.
Would that help Twyla to have an extra maneuver? Cal?
I don't think. Well, let's see here.
I thought it was 2 advantage to give yourself an additional maneuver instead of the cost of 2 strain, and it was 3 to give one of your allies an additional maneuver.
Oh, I could do that. Do any of you guys need an additional maneuver?
The melee guys would be more likely to.
Or Cork to get an extra aim in.
Uh-huh.
I mean, I've already got 1 aim in.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he's already got. So I think I'll do that. I'll do my. We'll knock one of the riders prone.
Okay, so immediately, your rope is kind of catching one of these guys. He's going to be knocked off his horse and have to do a fall check on his turn. That's going to suck. Okay, so who is going next?
I'll go.
As you see, the rope is not going to work as intended, but it's kind of going to trip up one of the horses. Mainly what it is the horse saw the slithering rope and thought snake, so it rears up and just ejects the guy off the back.
A snake!
Mushroom.
Petcher.
And wow, it is at short distance. Damn, Kitty's going flying.
That's not even both of my maneuvers. It's like 1.5. I'm just getting the fuck out of their way. Right? If they want to keep just like running down the road, all for it. They have my complete support.
And you see all four of their heads are moving as you're running, watching you run, like, oh god, what's he doing? He's too cute to trample.
He is.
Bob, I advise getting the fuck out of the way.
Good.
Okay,
Next
so,
turn.
Thoroughly advise this.
so are you doing anything for your action?
Nope.
Interesting. As they all of a sudden have this whole preconceived notions are being changed at the moment. Okay, so Bob, what are you doing?
I thought I already went.
Oh, yes, you did. So it's Twyla. Sorry.
See, now I have no idea. Are we letting them escape or?
Or are you running up over to Index and grabbing the rope, and you're going to do an athletics to pull the rope tight?
Oh well.
That
my
totally could be a
athletics
thing.
is-
I'm just saying.
You know what? We're doing so poorly. Maybe you know what? I'll give it a try. But I'm gonna flip a point. So hold on.
What's the
Okay.
worst that can happen?
Twyla's
Ask the
like,
person
I got
responsible for stabbing
this.
people in the back.
Yeah, here the gnome. Are you ready?
Yep, send that gnome over to that rope.
Do I get a blue because Index is helping?
Nope. Index was not very helpful.
Nope.
As wow.
Yeah.
As
Team advantage.
Twyla comes up, gives
Not
Index
that I really
that look,
want to, become an outlaw.
and she pulls a
But
whole
it makes
half.
it look like I'm trying.
I think that's what's happening. I think we are struggling morally with this.
There's much moral dilemma as she comes running up and she looks at you, Index, and she's like, "We got this!" And she reaches and pulls like half a foot more of the rope.
But to Twyla, that is like 5 or 6 indexes of rope.
Yeah,
So
that's
that
like-
is
Exactly.
really
That's like
quite
the.
good.
She's pulling like a gnome's height of rope. Additionally, and just realizing we didn't measure this too well, did we? Okay, top of the order. Who's going first?
Bob, get the fuck out of the way.
As everybody's eyes followed Korik, but their spear tips are pointing towards Bob.
Oh,
So who's going first?
Can I go first and get out of the way?
Yeah, you
Yes.
can totally do
yes,
that.
you can.
That is totally a thing you can do. That is
So how
totally a
many
thing you
squares
should
can I go
do.
again?
5
So you can go 5 squares.
per maneuver.
2, 3, 4, 5.
I mean, you can always take strain and do more to get further out of the way. Just depends on how far out of the way you want to get.
Or you could forego your action to continue moving.
Where'd you pop those? No, I think I'm good there.
Okay, any action?
Oh, wait a second. I'm on a horse. Can't I move more than 5?
Are
Unfortunately,
you on the horse?
are you
Yes.
riding the horse?
Yes.
Yeah, he said he was.
Okay.
He's on a horse.
So yeah, you could move, 5 more if you wanted. Wow, you're really getting out of there. Okay, so we see this guy kind of yells commands at them. If they're not bandits, let them be. And then proceeds to continue riding on.
Does the sound of what was following them is it getting closer?
It is getting closer. And sadly, this horse kind of walks here, but the guy falls off his ass here.
As you do.
As their leader, which is obviously this guy, yells back of, "Get on the wagon when it comes by!" Needless to say, it sounds like they are not waiting for him.
Yeah, that's suspicious. I'm sorry. It's like, so either the wagon doesn't have any of the valuables, or they just don't really care if the wagon gets,
Or they
taken.
just want to engage anything that might be further along.
Yes, he's totally burning it for an upgrade. Wow. As the guy falls down and takes a really bad bang to his button noggin.
Not very coordinated, is he?
No. He's not looking too good there. As he has a very small number of wounds left. But he's got his spear, and he's ready to go as he's on his ass on the ground. And basically his maneuver is he's getting up and he's kind of moving away from the cat guy and trying to see if he can get to his horse. But he doesn't have the ability to mount up as a freebie thing, saying, "Damn it, why didn't I take the Let's Ride talent to get on a mount for free?" And that's pretty much his turn. So
Shake
who's
off the concussion.
going next? As he's looking down at the ground and sees this rope, and his eyes just look this way as it's slithering towards Index. And Twyla.
Team Rope.
As he's like, I think these might be bandits.
The one off the horse said that.
The one that fell off his horse said that, as he's realizing you guys put a rope across the road. And it's slowly being dragged towards you guys.
Comical level of incompetence.
So who's going next? We got Bob that went off the road to get out of their way.
Twyla, do you want to run up and stab this guy in the back like you normally do?
He's not asking it for like that dickhead did.
Oh,
Let's see.
just out of running range.
I can't shoot him with. I can't hit him with an.
The port.
I don't want to shoot the guy.
I know. See.
He's already having a bad day. He got ambushed by bandits, fell off his horse, got embarrassed in front of all his friends. Like,
hey,
salt in the wound, man.
Is it possible to use verse for, like, if I sing him a lullaby, since he's, already kind of wobbly?
That
put him to
totally
sleep?
sounds like a verse thing, right?
Yeah, I mean, I'll sing him a lullaby. Go to sleep, John,
Go to sleep. Go to sleep. Go to sleep.
It's super creepy when he says it that way.
Rider in the dirt road.
Okay, so he's just out of short range. Are you going to move forward so you don't have to make it additional ranginess?
Yes, I am. Okay, let's see here.
As she goes walking up and goes, down.
No,
got a
it's a
pretty mouth.
lullaby.
Nope, it's you got a purty mouth. We've already established this.
Okay. So let's see. I'm going to try and put him to sleep. Okay. You ready?
Okay, so what's the difficulty going to be? Just 2 purple?
Yes.
Or are you going to add anything cooler to it? You know you want to add something cooler to it.
No, because that would just increase the difficulty.
Well, that's the cool part.
I just want to put him to sleep, and then we can tie him up.
Okay, so go for it.
Okay. Yeah, finally.
As the sweet little gnome come walking out distracts him because his eyes follow the rope and the gnome comes to...
Da 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 da.
And don't forget to take 2 strain for your spell. And what would you like to do with your advantage?
I'm gonna go ahead and give the next one of us to go a blue.
Because you've got
Actually-
momentum going.
I will actually take back one of my strain.
Okay. So he kind of like looks at her and his eyes roll back and he kind of falls next to the horse. To which the horse is not happy with that, by the way. There's nothing worse than a slithering rope and a passing out rider. So who's going next?
We gotta tie this guy up, so.
Index, Korik. It's down to you two.
I can try tying him up, but we've already tried rope.
I mean, there's
How
10
good
feet
I've
of
seen
slack
it.
to tie him up with.
The mechanical man, his nemesis is rope. And rushing water.
Hey, that's my nemesis too, so.
It's kind of everyone's nemesis.
When you're only 3 feet tall, you know.
What is the horse doing?
The horse looks like it's
Chilling.
about to spook off at any minute.
I would like to go over and just kind of hold the horse.
Okay,
Yes.
so it's just out of short distance, so you'd have to either take some strain or use your maneuver to finish getting there. But it is totally doable. He seems to be trained. You just need to go up and grab his reins.
That works.
Okay,
The
and
maneuver-
immediately the horse kind of gives you this, he kind of balks at first, mainly because the mechanical man makes a lot of noise when he's walking. But then as soon as you hold onto the reins firmly, the horse is like, okay, and kind of just shakes its head.
I have a horse.
And what's Korik gonna do?
I'm going to prepare for the wagon to come across. I'm going to go back to aiming in the direction of where it's coming from.
Okay. Interesting things are about to happen. Top of the order, who's going first?
Let's see here. What skill would be tying up a person?
You can just say tying it up. If you're using an action, I won't
Yeah,
jip
I'm
you
gonna
on
use
it.
an action to tie him up, or actually Index can. Oh, you have the horse. I say because I say we could if we could drag him off over here, you know. But I'll just tie him up.
Okay, so you go running up there with your big ass chunk of rope.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And immediately, you start, tying him up, and you guys see her kind of wrapping him up with the big ass rope. It's actually quite impressive. Are you just going to hog tie him, just wrap the rope around him a couple times? Anything specific?
Hog tie him.
Hog tie? Okay, so he's got no chance of getting away.
Exactly. Hopefully his friends don't run him over.
But imagine the psychological damage if they do.
Okay, so the leader
I'm
of the
more concerned
riders...
about the psychological damage to myself.
The leader of the riders is going to kind of glance back over his shoulder at you guys. Let's get him an average difficulty here. Okay, we got that in there.
Shit.
As he glances over his shoulder, and he's immediately like, "They are raiders!" Save our brother, men! And
Oh, yeah, you'll come back for him, but you won't. You'll leave the wagon.
what are you talking about?
It's like they obviously left the wagon unprotected.
Unless the wagon has more stabby people.
Ooh, that would not be.
As they're doing breakneck precision and basically turning around.
That's not how horses work.
Well, that's why they didn't move as far as they should have, because they were spending all this time doing a U-turn safely. As they're coming back to save their buddy, who's like tied up and begging for snoring relaxation in the sleepy way, which sounds something like. So who's going next? This guy.
I will. Which one of these guys is the leader?
This guy is the guy that's been talking shit, so you definitely get a distinct feeling that he's the leader. We'll even put a red dot on him for you. Let's see. Oh, look at you cutting the distance down. He is technically within short now.
I'm gonna put shot into the like the shoulder of the horse.
Aw, poor horsey.
Okay, so anything special you need added?
I don't think so.
Are you taking 2 strain for an aim?
No.
Okay, no special skills, no nothing?
Shit, I should probably look at what all my talents are. I don't even remember that shit.
Uh-oh.
Let's see.
Just because I think a charging trio of horses is intimidating.
Okay.
Or that damn rope got in your way. Just let me know if I need to add anything to the good side or the bad side of difficulty. Because I know you've got linked, right?
Yeah. That linked only triggers if I choose to take 2 strain.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
but
which
it is
so
linked
nice
3,
with it.
which is disgusting. It was linked 2, now it is linked 3.
Which is absolutely Hawkeye disgusting.
It's fucking hilarious.
Let's be realistic. If Captain America and Hawkeye were in a fight, Hawkeye would kill at least 3 or 4 enemies before Cap even gets there.
Yeah. Yeah, let's do this. Short range.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
Wow! The thundering hooves of the
We suck
horses.
tonight.
And you know what it is they probably had a cloud of dust in the air as they passed y'all, so the cloud is like still in the air, and then they doubled back and turned around in the cloud itself and were coming right back. So you hear that they're coming, but you're kind of obscured as you fire your arrow into his horse, and it kind of just like shatters off, the nice silver buckle on his chest where his straps are.
I choose to believe that Twyla has a sad trombone that she's playing for us every 4 or 5 seconds. Wah, wah.
Best GM point of the month. So what would you like for your 4 advantages?
I want him distracted as hell. I want him to be disoriented for a turn.
Okay, I'll say that's going to eat up his action. I'll take that. Didn't expect the cute cat of all of them to shoot an arrow at you.
And that's why he fails.
Okay.
Well, obviously he doesn't have cats because they're all murder flukes.
And then I'm going to move off behind Index.
Okay, so you're going to take some strain.
No, I'm a half cat person. I can move as my second maneuver for free.
Damn.
Cat maneuver.
Okay, so Bob, what you gonna do?
What you going to do when they come for you?
Oh my god, I was just thinking that.
It's in our social consciousness now.
Bob?
Bad guys,
I'm
bad
going
guys.
to-
Okay.
I'm going to sling this guy. Because
Okay.
it should be medium range.
Okay, you're on your horse and you start swinging your little sling, and you're looking at him just like, I got you, sucker.
How am I gonna get you, sucker?
And are you gonna aim for your maneuver?
Yes.
Okay, I got a blue in there for you. Anything else? I mean, it's not like
Nope.
I've got any story points right now.
Nope.
Okay, so fire your sling. And let the slings and arrows.
Jeez,
Oh,
we are
good
rolling for
grief.
shit.
Okay, so you threw a slingshot at this guy here, and the rock goes flying into the street, and the horse kind of whinnied and bumped off your aim.
Here, let me
Has-
just randomize this out for a second. Just remember, there were 4 advantage. That is some wild variation.
So we're
Lordy.
proving the randomness is there.
It certainly seems
Okay.
biased towards advantage.
So what would you like to do with your advantage there?
Do I have to have hit him to disorient him?
Just like with Korik, I'll give you for those advantage that this guy is basically distracted at the moment. He
Okay.
kind of pulled to a full stop, so that way he avoided that rock that was coming towards his temple.
Excuse me.
And then with the 2 others, I
Well, that's
will,
gonna
pass
eat up-
it on to the next person.
That'll eat up all 4. Because that's what it costs for Korik to do it, so I'll charge you the same.
Oh, well, but Sling has disorient too.
But that's if you hit.
Oh, okay.
This is basically he's losing his action from it, not just disorient, because all disorient does is
Oh,
add a
okay.
black dice. Because it rings your
Okay.
bell when it hits you. You're getting more of him losing an action, basically.
Nope, no problem.
Okay, so top of the order, Riders,
Ring the
which
bell.
in fact is only this rider, is charging towards Index and Twyla and Korik. Who's going to go first?
I think I will maneuver to get in front a little bit because I wish to take these guys and still hold the horse. So,
You wish to tank them for the horse?
well, I wish to take them for the party. I just want to make myself a more appetizing target for them as they're running forward.
Oh, so what would you like to do for your action? I mean, just moving forward is the thing. I mean,
Is there like a total defense action?
there is not.
Then I think I'm not going to do anything for it then.
Okay.
Oh, actually, I know what I can do. We never succeeded at the knowledge check, did we?
No, we didn't.
Then I'd like to roll the knowledge check.
Okay, let me set your difficulty there. Okay, go for it.
I got successes. What is this?
As immediately you know that these are the Cossairs, that are humans that live in the north. Basically, think of them as the Russian Cossacks. You know, totally fits the ideal, plus the direction they're coming from. You know, noble horsemen who were once known and feared as horse raiders. Basically got some religion and validation. So they come from a very powerful empire of folks who fuck shit up.
Okay. Well, none of that helps us. So
And with your advantage, you can see that they all have this silk little scarf wrapped around their arm, designating that they are basically royal guard,
Oh,
Oh.
which means they're probably someone important's bodyguards.
They're probably in the wagon.
probably in the wagon. Yes.
And
Well, nice.
as you realize how important these guys are, as this guy comes riding right up, and he is going to free his brother and his brother's horse. As he kind of glances back at his commander and his other buddy, they're distracted right now. This guy's horse is having issues with arrows, and this guy's head is having issue with rocks that came within a hair's breadth of his nose. He felt the rock whiz past his nose.
Oh my. Awkward whizzing.
And the rider is definitely going to stab at you with his spear, because that's what you do.
That is correct.
As he yells something in the common tongue, so that way you can hear it, of, get away from my brother, you mechanical monster! I don't know why he almost sounded Jamaican there, but he did. And he's going to stab you for 7 points. Actually, it might be more, because I forgot the blue dice for accurate.
But I also have a black die for defense.
Then I will add the black die for defense. Oh, so with your black die of defense, he misses you.
Wah, wah, wah.
Where are his... What's going on?
The second roll was him rolling just a blue dice, and the third roll was rolling a black dice.
Yeah.
Oh, but you just didn't clear the purple.
Yeah. I was in the moment of action and adventure, sorry. But that one failure on the black dice is just enough to take away his one success, so he only has 3 advantages. When he stabs at the mechanical monster man, he trips you, knocking you on the ground.
Dick.
Tell me how you really feel.
Just unfeeling monotonally.
Dick.
Dick.
As he was totally trying to kill you, but knocking you over is just as good for the most part. And you let go of the horse, and the horse seems to be, calm, but that could change.
The horse is just going, what the fuck is going on?
Okay, so who's going next? As you guys see Index eat dirt.
Let's see.
You bandits will die.
No, you will die.
Yeah.
I you know what? I'll go next. I will try and do another lullaby.
Ooh. And she's making sure I don't flip no light side points. Okay, I got you 2 purple in there, and you want an upgrade, I bet.
Yep.
It's in there.
Are you freaking kidding me?
You know what it is you tried your lullaby spell, and the sound that Index's body makes, face planting in the dirt, is full of all these cogs and gears and springs going doing.
It sounds suspiciously like Dick.
Dick.
But you do have an advantage, and don't forget your 2 strain.
My God! Look at all those blanks.
I know this sucks. Okay, I'm gonna give the next one of us to go a blue.
Okay.
Oh,
So
mercy.
who's going to be that next one getting the blue?
I think I'm the only one left.
I think so too.
Yeah.
Oh.
Okay, so how far can I move without it being a move?
Is that a trick question? So as a basic maneuver, you can move 5. Because remember, you have a maneuver, an action, and you can take
He's
a
on a
second
horse.
maneuver.
He's on a horse.
Oh, that's right. So you can move
Horse
10.
is a horse, of course.
Oh, okay. So in that case, I will scythe him.
Ooh. Okay, so does that mean you're going to spend 2 strain to perform a maneuver to pull out your scythe? Because remember, when you're using your sling, you need one hand to reload and one hand to sling.
Sure.
Okay, so 2 strain to whip out your weapon as you're riding at this guy full tilt.
Okay.
Okay, I've got your difficulty in there unless you're spending a story point.
No, I want to see what it's like.
See how I try to bait some story points back? Ooh, as you come and swing on him,
What?
and he just takes his spear and just blocks your shot.
We aren't doing great today.
As
We
he
are.
just looks at
Lucky
you
big time.
and he says, "Your bandit kind will die by the blades of our people."
Probably.
This fucking rate.
As poor Index is on the
So,
ground.
next session we roll up new characters.
You should have gone to the party, guys.
I know. Tell me about it.
This is the dice telling you that's what you get for going on a side quest.
Jeez.
So who's going next? Top of the order. I need some magic here. Do some magic, guys. Make things happen. Turn it around.
Right it. I failed.
It's Dresden Files.
Okay.
You got your nose bloody?
Can I try and go first and hit him again?
Sure. That's easy for me because I don't have to change any dice pool. A wash.
Complete.
Jesus.
As he is like just looking at you in the eyes and he's like, "You dare ride up to a warrior born in the saddle? Deflect." Are you good with where you're standing, or would you like to move before he stabs you back?
Let's move.
Remember, it's not like D&D. They don't get attacks of opportunity. But you totally have a feeling he's going to follow you wherever you go. I will follow you.
Can I go next?
Yeah, after they go.
Mm.
And yes, he's totally going to follow you, by the way, Bob. He's like, "Come back, you cowardly cur!" As we secretly, you guys can't see, but Tim is right there in the bushes. Okay, and this guy, wow, what to do? He's going to come over here and slide off his saddle to untie his man with his knife. He's a good leader. He's a really good leader. That's all I got to say. As he doesn't have any tags. See what happens when I go with whatever human icon I've got handy? In the middle of battle, he's taking his little scimitar and he's cutting his friend free.
How heroic.
And this guy is going to ride up here and go after the little cat that's been shooting arrows at people. Mainly because you're the one that shot his boss.
I only shot one arrow, and it wasn't at a person. It was at a horse.
They like horses more than people.
Yeah, well, I don't like people either. So
They do like horses more than people.
Okay, so here's the one that's going to go ahead and stab our kitty cat.
I do have defense.
Defense 2? Okay. As he spears you for 7 points of damage.
Good grief.
And of course that's before soak.
I've had worse.
And Bob, do you have any defense?
I got plate mail, remember?
But do you have a defense rating on your character?
Yes, 2.
Okay. Alrighty, because remember, that's mostly your soak, not your defense. So, that guy's going to stab at you and miss by a lot. Apparently he found where you guys left your dice. Okay, so he stabs at you with his spear as you're running away from him, and you know what it is, he's cocky. And he stabs with his spear and it just slides off your armor. And he's going to give the next one of them to go a blue dice, because he's cocky and thinks he'll still be around in one more turn. Okay, so Twyla, you going next?
Well, I was gonna.
Or I can go next.
I said, yeah, I was gonna go. I was like, because what I was thinking of doing was using a song, like verse, to scare the horses.
Actually, I have something that I would like to do with the horses that I think will mess them up.
Okay. Well, then you guys go first.
I'm holding on to the one horse, right?
Yep.
And I would like to grab the other horse that is now riderless and walk off to the east with them.
Ooh, but remember, it's going to take your maneuver to get up off the ground.
Yeah,
So are you
that's
gonna...
fair. I'm happy to take strain for this.
Okay, so
I want to just the knowledge that they care for their horses so much.
I love it.
That they will be distracted from attacking my teammates if they see me running away with their horses.
Yeah, I'm loving this tactic. This is a great tactic. So, where are you moving within short distance, and I'll bring the horses after you?
As far as I can in this direction.
Okay, so basically right there.
Yeah, as long as they get the idea, like I'm moving.
The fact that you're stealing their horses. Thank you for giving me your horses, sirs. As the horses are like, I guess we're supposed to come with you?
This is the most casual horse rustling that has ever happened.
Okay, so who's going next?
I'll go. I'll stat. Let's see. Is this guy still on his horse?
That guy is still on his horse. Yep, you've got 3 of them right here.
Thigh.
Ooh.
Stab right in the thigh.
So you're going for melee?
Brawl, but yeah.
Okay. Go for it.
Too.
Oh, link 2. Nice. Okay,
Not
so
aim twice, just aim, and then 2, but with 2 O's.
okay. Okay. So I got a blue in there for you. You're not messing around after seeing... Holy snikey.
Finally.
Yeah. So there's 9 damage.
Kitty's got claws.
I mean, I do also have an unarmed claw attack, but this is better. It's a cat R.
Cat-tar. Okay, so he takes that good, decent chunk of damage. He's got blood coming down his leg. He's still fighting trim.
That's great. I'll crit him.
Ooh. Okay, so
And, let's see. Wait, do I want to crit him? Let's see. No, I'll spend the 2 to disorient him instead. And that means he will take an additional 3 wounds.
And why is he taking extra wounds?
Because I have Street Fighter, so target suffers wounds equal to ranks in Skullduggery when knocked prone or disoriented by a brawl check.
Nice.
Let's see, where are the other things I have? No, the other things apply to ranged mostly. Yeah, it's fun.
Okay, so he is still alive, but he is disoriented for how many rounds?
1 round. That's fine.
Just 1? Okay. Okay, so who is going last but not least? Ping.
That would be me. So, this guy's still on the horse?
This guy is still on the horse. His two buddies are here. This guy's been untied.
Okay, I'm gonna try and scare the horse. I'm gonna use verse to Okay, let's see here.
Come from the land of the ice and snow.
Full death metal! Okay, are you ready?
I am ready.
Fuck me. God. Jeez.
How did that happen?
I don't know.
We're really beating the odds on this.
The dice roller is broken.
Okay. I'm going to take back 2, and then I'm going to give the next guy to go of them, basically their leader, a negative.
Okay, so that's only two advantage. You still have 3.
No, I'm taking 2 strain back. And so well then the next one of us to go gets a blue.
Okay.
Or actually, let's see here. Can I use some advantage to the guy on this horse is he
He's disoriented when he got hit by your kitty cat.
He's also bleeding from his thigh.
That's mainly the disorientation, is the fact that he just lost 2 pints of blood in 1 stab.
Can I make the horse really jittery?
I will knock him prone for 3 advantages.
Okay, then use the 3 advantages to knock his ass prone.
Okay, then I'll take back that guy there. So this guy has now fallen off of his horse. You didn't scare the horse away like you wanted, but you spooked the horse enough to drop him off.
Mm-hmm.
And he's going to have to make a check on his turn, which is coming up very, very soonly. Okay, so top of the order.
I'm going to stab that guy again.
You're going to walk over here to stab him because he fell off his horse?
Yes.
Okay.
You attack me, you forfeited your right to life. You have violated the NAP.
Does disorient give you any bonuses for attacking?
I don't think so. Do you really think I need it though? The guy's prone. I already get a blue from that.
He's prone, so you've got a blue. I mean, he does still have his spear in hand, so it gives him his defense bonus. You snicker, but those black dice have been evil.
They have been. Nice. Okay, he hit.
Not evil enough.
Yep, there's 7 damage.
He's not looking too good. He's still barely alive, but he's not looking too good. And what would you like for that 1 advantage?
This guy took 12 damage and then 7 damage. Good lord. That is a lot of health.
Or a ton of soak.
Or a decent soak and decent health.
Let's just I don't know.
Get on his horse and ride it off.
That's fucking rude. We're here to steal your horses.
We can now ride back to the party.
No, now we ride back to the carriage. You know, it's like they'll be hobbling around.
I don't know. I want to distract this guy from untangling this guy.
Too late.
We're here to cut him loose.
Oh. I don't know. Blue die to one of us.
But that
next
guy.
One of us to go. That's what I'll use. Blue die to the next one of us to go.
Okay. So now the shit gets serious.
See, now?
Now.
Yeah. Now the fucking wagon's coming.
So let's go ahead and see the guy who fell off his horse as he got stabbed mid-fall by the cat.
Fast.
That's funny.
That's
he
how fast you
fell
are.
on the blade.
No. I definitely knocked him off by stabbing him in the thigh, and then I ran behind the horse as he was still midair falling and stabbed him again.
Shank, shank, shank.
It's almost as good as having linked.
As
That's not a success.
he hits the ground and you just hear bones break.
Oh.
As the fall did 9 points of damage. 10 points of damage that was only really more than he needed by just a fraction. Okay, so this
Damage
guy...
also isn't soakable.
Yeah, it sucks.
So did he die?
He died.
Yes.
Wow.
This guy's like, you killed my cousin! And the other guy says, we're all cousins. And he's gonna
Technically,
stab...
Brown killed your cousin.
He's gonna stab the kitty cat. So what's your defense?
2.
Aha, I see you too have brought defense 2 to this fight.
Indeed, I did upgrade my shield last time we were in town.
Damn!
Oh no.
I don't know how it's gonna happen, but I would like his spear to run out of ammo.
I am saying that you deflected with your guitar. You tried to stop the blow. He continued to stab you, and it snapped his spear to a small little broken stick. So he is now toolless. But he does stab you for 8 points of damage.
Yep.
Oh, wait, let's get the blue dice there. I always keep forgetting his accurate one. And that's why I keep forgetting his accurate one.
Because it doesn't matter.
This guy is going to immediately, let me see what the distance is, because it's exactly what Index wanted. Oh, he can't get the Index to stab him. He is going to run around the horses and basically stop Index by saying stop with his spear.
Stop or I'll say stop again.
That's right.
And this guy is going to stab at Bob. Because that's what you do. Bob, do you have any defense?
Still 2.
Wow, a lot happened there.
Oof.
I'm like, why am I seeing 2 blue?
Doesn't matter. He still failed.
Oh, apparently the accurate worked in the macro that time. So he swings his spear at you, and you're just like, ka-ting! You've learned from his parrying that he's been teaching you that you can block the blade in combat. And he's going to basically... one advantage. Can't take strain back. As he's going to give the next one of them to go that here you're fighting a blue dice. Which will hopefully come back to him. So who's going next?
I think it's me. Any objections?
No,
Go
no
ahead.
objections.
Okay. Yay!
Did you want to aim? I mean, because I
Oh,
totally
yeah,
didn't put
aiming would be good.
I totally didn't put his defense in there either.
Oh, oops.
You clicked the little.
Defense.
Yeah,
The,
you should have told him what you were doing first before going off half-cocked.
And did you want to spend a story point? I could let you reroll the whole thing if you wanted to do that.
Sure, we've got plenty.
Okay, so I'll reset the pool there for you, because 2 blacks versus 1 blue. It would have been interesting to see what the result was. Now go ahead and make your roll. Now that I
Okay,
have
so
some
everything's
story
in there now?
points. Yep. Now that I have story points. I definitely think you upgraded.
His
So,
scythe runs out of ammo, though.
so what is your strength? Because that should be totaled in your damage there. You'll need to fix it.
3.
My strength is... Where is that?
Brawn.
Yeah, I know. Where is that?
It's
Towards
your
the top.
first characteristic.
You're on the skills
Character
tab.
sheet, character info.
Skills tab.
Okay, 3.
Your brawn is 3. So that's 4 damage, 5, 6,
Two.
7, 8.
Pierce 2.
Yeah. Oof. Okay, so you
Change that to
you
4.
slash at him, you cut him, but then something dangerous happens.
Something dangerous happens.
He kind of swings the butt of his spear around and bips you just hard enough on the hip that you go sliding off your horse's saddle.
More people have been tripped in this session than
Can I make
entire-
a riding roll?
No, you're gonna have to be making a athletics. I'll even let you use riding against the fall damage if you want.
Okay.
All this has taught me is don't fight while you're not firmly planted on the ground.
Okay, so go ahead and I've got your difficulty, your average difficulty of 2 purple. You want to make successes. Okay. So the way fall damage works is it's 10 wounds and 10 soak. 10
strain.
wounds and 10 strain, minus whatever successes on wounds and strain on advantages you roll. So you're going to take 11 strain,
Jesus.
but only 7 wounds.
Oh,
And
is
it's
that
Jesus.
not soakable.
Oh my friggin' lord.
no wonder that the other guy freaking died.
Yeah, no, falling is not a joke in this game.
Falling damage sucks. If you were to fall from 30 feet, medium range, you die, pretty much.
Yeah.
You just
if you
die.
if you fall from long range, then I believe the rule literally says death.
Yeah.
So
it
neither
does
the
a
soak
fuckload of
or
damage
defense
and-
helps?
Nope, that does not help. I was totally thinking you'd spend a story point. That's how I was going to earn them all back. So does that take you down to 0 for strain?
It takes me to -2 for strain.
Yay!
Okay.
0.
So basically you hit with an oof and your head like clips a rock and everything goes dark.
Great.
But on the plus side, it wasn't your wounds because you don't have to worry about any crit damage.
Yay!
Because it was only 7 points of damage. So you're hurting,
yeah, now you
but
can
you're still
just
alive.
slit your throat while you're unconscious.
Like I said, don't do combat while you aren't firmly planted on the ground.
This is why I think the
Don't
cat
do it.
didn't jump on the horse and go running off. Okay, so you guys distantly see Bob just pop off his horse and disappear. Except for, of course, Index that can see he firmly landed on the ground.
That is correct. The floor is our friend.
Okay, so who's next?
I will go next. And
Punch this man.
continuing this comedy train and also trying to keep that guy from hitting Bob, I want to take this horse train south. As far as I can towards here, like within slashing distance of this guy, so that he will not stab my friend while he is unconscious on the floor.
Aw. So you basically want to do a double maneuver or a single maneuver?
A double maneuver. I will take
Okay.
strain for this.
So you could totally, well, if you're not doing anything for your action, you could totally just use your action for second maneuver.
Oh, yes, perfect.
Or you could take the 2 strain and still have an action and punch.
Now the question is, are you gonna just go straight down? Or are you gonna want to go like around or distance?
No, I definitely want to go closer to this guy so that he doesn't get tempted to stab Bob, and he's more tempted to stab me.
Okay. I mean, thankfully, if you go straight down, he'll still have to move, which will burn his movement up.
Oh, perfect. I just want to be tantalizingly close.
But you don't want to hit him?
If I get closer to him...
You can just hit him.
You can
That's
totally
true.
take the
It
2
is your
strain
turn.
and still get to attack.
Okay, then I want to take my horses there, and then I want to kick him.
Okay.
Quite a feat, seeing as he is currently on horseback.
Well, sometimes you kick someone's ankle.
Eric, I don't know how many times you've been around a horse, but like the ankle of someone riding a horse is still
Pretty much
decently
chest
high.
level.
Horses have... I'm 7 feet tall.
still.
My knees come up to my chin.
Remember, technically you can hold both these stirrups in one hand, so if you have a weapon in your hand, you can use that.
Oh
I
yeah,
mean,
that's a...
as long as it's not a two-handed weapon, you can totally use it.
No, I'm actually just gonna use my brawl. It's all I've got right now.
Okay,
I think.
go
Pretty
for
sure.
it.
Yeah. Da.
You should invest in a Qatar.
Just wield the cat as a weapon.
that's fucking dangerous.
Hey, it's better than what I was thinking. I was thinking that the bard would use him as a guitar. See, we're
Okay, no,
tired.
it looks like I've got a dagger. Okay, how do I roll my dagger?
Do you have it on the combat tab? Or whatever the fuck it's called? Weapons, talents, and powers tab?
Yes, I have it on the weapons tab.
So there should be like the button with the D20 on it.
Good check. Oh!
That's a hit.
Okay, you stab at him for 6 points of damage.
Woo!
Thankfully, he can soak a lot of that.
I'm gonna cut you with my butter knife. What you gonna do?
I'm gonna cut you so bad you wish I hadn't cut you so bad.
He already wishes that.
And go ahead and take a point of strain as the horses are apparently resisting you, and that must be awful strenuous.
Correct. All right.
So who's going last, Twyla?
Uh-huh.
I can use a little health here.
Yeah, that's what I was to say. It looks like I'm gonna go ahead and use burst to heal Korik, since I won't be able to get to Bob in any time frame. So okay.
And that's just a one
Ready?
purple, right?
Yep.
Okay, we are ready.
Yay!
Wow!
And not only that, you get back fucking strain. I get
I
back
haven't.
strain.
I haven't used any strain.
I have. It puts me back to friggin' full.
I only get 2 wounds back. Good lord.
He's like, I needed health, not strain.
I'm sorry. I did. Hey, at
Twyla.
least it was a success.
Get new dice.
Like I'm the only one rolling poorly.
So, how much strain did you get back with those advantages? Do you have any left over?
Uh-huh. As a matter of fact, I do. Let's
like
see
2
here, because
left over.
I only used 3 of them, so there's 3 left over.
So, what would you like to do with those 3 in regards to your music made manifest?
I would like let's see here. So we still have this guy.
Yeah, this guy.
Well, this guy, I want him totally to be.
You want to knock him prone?
Can I knock him prone with the song?
Sure, your music was you thrummed so hard behind the cat that it was just that Panasonic commercial
Startled him.
with the speakers just blasting on full volume.
Yeah,
Fucking
knock him on
20th
his
Century
ass.
Fox theme.
Okay, so he is knocked prone and weaponless. Wow, it sucks to be at the feet of the cat with no weapon.
Oof.
Okay, top of the order.
Hi.
Murder Floof would like to go next.
And by the
Yeah,
way,
going.
Twyla, Bob would totally have liked that strain, by the way.
Yes, I
But
realized
he's
that,
not within
but
range.
even with the double movement, I couldn't have gotten to him.
Mm-hmm. And he's at like long range, so that would have been a hard spell.
Exactly.
Okay.
So, let's see.
Oh no.
I'm gonna aim. And then there's that blue die for him being prone.
Mm-hmm. And he now
And
no
then
longer.
he lost out on his defense.
Yep, he only has 1 defense thanks to armor. That's it.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's gonna suck.
And you know what? I don't really use my strain for much, so I'm just gonna go ahead and aim a second time.
Okay.
Just to really double down on this.
Okay, I'm good with that. He's gonna look at you and your cute cat eyes, and he's gonna be like, "Bring it, mother sucker."
If I don't end up with positive successes and advantages on this, I'm logging off. This is so many dice in my favor.
Well, this is really late in the day for me anyway, so.
Okay. 7 points of damage.
7 damage. I will disorient, which adds an extra 3, so that's 10 damage before soak. And I will crit.
Ooh.
And let's see.
That's a lame crit.
Because I crit him, I will upgrade the difficulty of his next check. And again, he is disoriented. I like how he's just getting like a row of symbols. Like, yeah, he's fucked up.
Poor bastard.
The next one of their side to go a black die,
Ooh. Okay.
which might be him.
Yeah, that's definitely going to be him, because at this point, he's going to immediately run over his dead cousin, and he's going to try to jump on the horse and ride away.
He is prone and disoriented.
Yep. It's going to be an interesting ride check.
So it is a maneuver to get up and a maneuver to move towards the horse.
Yep, and it counts as 2 wounds that he's basically taking.
And his first check is upgraded in difficulty.
Yep, and he's got a black dice for disorient. And a black dice for the next one to go first.
Yeah.
Good luck with that.
4 triumphs. All right.
Yeah.
Okay, as he's jumping on the horse, something along those lines.
There's jumping and a horse involved.
I would like him to get on this horse and then immediately fall off and then die from the falling damage.
As he kind of runs up, kind of drunken stagger, crawl, grabs the horn of the saddle, tries to jump up and do this cool horse thing, he just kind of oozes off the side of the horse, and the horse is looking at him like, "Are you drunk?"
At least he didn't try to do the Western movie thing where you jump up the back of the horse. Then he would have fallen onto the corpse of his cousin brother, and that would have been terrible.
No, if he had tried to jump on the back of the horse, somehow it would have rolled up a despair. The horse would have bucked and kicked him dead in the sternum, and he would have just been dead on impact.
Okay, so here's what we're having happening over here as you guys have chaos up there.
That
This
was
guy, he is going to run over here. His plan is to wrestle a horse off of you on his next turn, because it takes all of his action to get to you. This guy is, of course, going to go ahead and stab at Index, because that's what you do to horse thieves.
Yes.
Do you have defense?
I do. I have 1.
And he's gonna aim. Damn! As he's gonna hit Index for 7 points and crit on Index.
Well, he does 1 point of damage, which is unfortunate.
Fuck.
But this is the job of Index.
He takes a licking and keeps on ticking. The important question is, what's that crit gonna do? And he's gonna give Index a... No, he's gonna give his buddy over here a blue dice. Specifically to pull that horse free.
How dare. How dare.
Because he senses your plan to steal the horses, and that must not be allowed. We don't want to see what will happen if a mechanical man tries to ride a horse.
You ride them like...
Usually the reverse. It's normally a flesh and blood person trying to ride a mechanical horse.
And don't forget to roll on your crit table.
Oh, I roll.
Mm-hmm. It'll be on the
Critics,
last
injuries.
tab. Yep.
I see it. Oh, no.
Ooh, that's not
Oh
bad.
no. Oh no, 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 no.
It's not the worst.
I mean, being fair, the worst crit is instant death, so yeah.
Yeah.
By that metric, yeah, it's not the worst.
It's
So
not.
who is going next?
Who's available to go?
Twyla and Twyla.
Yeah. You know, someone
you-
wants to walk around this horse
you
and
can
put this
go.
guy down.
Index, you can go.
I would like to go if I can go.
Go
Yeah.
ahead. You haven't gone yet.
I want to continue to walk my horses over this way, over here, like just right next to Bob. And so I've got that Journeyman's Waystone, I think it is, which lets me activate it to heal 3 strain. Can I activate it while touching Bob to heal 3 strain on him?
Ooh, that's a good question. What exactly is the Waystone's power say?
Let's see.
As I'll whip out the book real quick. Just to...
The Wanderer's Runestone is what it is. Once per encounter, as an action, your character can use a Wanderer's Stone to heal 5 strain. Oh! I could have given myself haste and swift for free when I augmented myself. Oh well, that's good to know.
Okay, it is an action for you to activate it, by the way.
Yes. Yes, that is what I would intend to do for the turn, is walk over there and activate it on him.
It is only for the activator of the stone, unfortunately.
It should be noted that if someone drops to 0 strain, you can spend an action to wake them up. They still remain at 0 strain, but for the purposes of being able to use and interact with things, they are awake. So, like, you could wake Bob up, and then on Bob's turn, Bob can take this Waystone and recover strain.
Don't you guys have fancy potions that I made you guys?
Yeah, we all got potions. Bob probably has a potion.
I'll do that. I'll move the horses over there, and as an action, gently kick him in the face until he wakes up.
Yeah, stamina potions.
And yeah, no, I mean, finish stabbing that guy over there, please.
Okay, so who's going next?
Does that mean I can go next?
You were Cork, yeah?
No, I went at
Oh.
the top. It's either him
Oh,
or
yeah.
Twyla. You can take your stamina potion so that you have strain.
Yeah, go ahead.
That is what I would like to do.
Okay, and
no,
I
Eric,
do
you
believe
will
it's
not be right back.
it's an uber stamina potion, I do believe. So how much
Yes.
stamina does that give you back?
I don't know. It says potion of ultimate stamina.
I believe that was like double,
Yeah, it was going to be double what a normal one is.
which is 4.
So eight strain trickles back into you.
Ooh. So I will
Okay.
take that off the list.
Twyla, what you gonna do?
8 strain.
I'm going to heal Korik some more.
Wait, do I get a maneuver as well?
Yes, I'll give you a maneuver.
Okay, stand up.
Okay.
Because lots of bad things can happen when you're prone.
Yep. So
and there's like a guy with a spear right next to you.
technically 2 guys, yeah. So Twyla, you flip the light side for an upgrade?
Yep.
Okay, you got it.
Okay.
And she's gonna continue her battle.
Yes!
Oh my god.
Yes!
As her battle ballad goes dun 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 dun. So that's
So
a lot of hit points.
So that's 7 hit points. Although also if you get back strain.
Nah, you can have those advantage for your strain.
Okay, then I'll just not deduct the 2 it cost. And for the triumph, let's see here. Would it be possible to knock him on his ass again and startle the horse?
I'll give you that. Basically get the horse to move some, and he's knocked on his ass because you're continuing the battle ballad extraordinaire.
Yeah.
Ugh, he's hurting his back. Okay, so I do believe that's top of the order.
I would like to shoot this man.
You can definitely shoot that gentleman.
I will aim before I shoot him, though.
That's unacceptable.
Sorry.
And he is at medium, correct?
He is indeed.
I believe you measured earlier.
Yeah, he's 9.
Is that an upgrade I just heard?
It's the first story point I've used tonight.
All right, go ahead and take your shot.
Wait, hold on. Because of the way my ranged skill works, if you just put an upgrade, that doesn't work. So, what you need to do is you need to add a yellow, and I need to temporarily downgrade my ranged skill.
So you don't need an upgrade?
I don't need an upgrade. I need you to add a yellow.
Okay, got it.
Because of just...
Uh-huh.
Because if you added an upgrade, it would just toss another green die on. Alright.
Youch.
Okay.
2, 3, 4, 5. That's a 13 damage.
Youch. I don't think his soak's going to help him that much. It will. A light breeze can finish him off right now, but he is still kind of kicking. If only Index had hit him for 1 point.
We just can't catch a break.
Yeah.
And go ahead and take a point of strain as you fired off that hasty shot.
Oh no.
Point of strain. So now that this guy here is shaking off his roughness, he's going to get on that damn horse. He's decided, I'm going to get on that damn horse. So he's going to go ahead and take 2 more strain to get on that damn horse. Because once he gets on that damn horse, life will be better. Life will be better. That's all he's got to keep telling himself. Life will get better if I can get on the horse. Wait,
Starting to feel bad for the guy.
What's with the extra purples? There should not be extra purples there.
I don't know.
Oh, I had purples on his pool. Let's get rid of all that crap because there should be a straight dice roll. Should be no blues or none of that crap. There we go.
Damn it.
As he gets on the horse, realizing life is so much better now on the horse. As we make that token, well, let's not disappear the token yet. Because we need his damage that he's got on it. Okay, so he is on the horse. And he is happy. He is happy to be on a horse.
He's happy to be back on the horse.
He's back on the horse again. And this guy is going to athletics away the horse from Index. He totally is going to see that coming. Index, what is your athletics?
My athletics should be 3 green, but let me double check.
Sorry, which guy is athleticsing a horse away?
This guy.
This horse is occupied by an enemy. It's these horses back here that Index has.
Oh, you're right.
I'm okay
Yeah.
with him stealing the other guy's horse.
So that's three green?
3 green.
Okay. And he's got a blue from his buddy who's helping him steal his horse back. As he's going to athletics that right out of your hand. Oh my god. As he pulls the reins from your hand, you hear this like popping noise in his shoulder. As he takes 1 point of strain, which is 1 point of wounds, which causes him to fall down in pain, and for all intents and purposes is out of the game.
Just call a timeout on this fucking combat. It's like, dude, do you need help? I'm a doctor.
The horses have whooped more people than we have.
And this guy is going to stab at Index.
Yeah. Yeah. 1 defense.
And he's going to aim. And you know what? It's late, so we're going to do that too.
How dare.
And we're going to make sure his dice pool is blank so it doesn't do the same thing the other guy did. And then we're going to stab at you.
Oh, fuck.
That's not terrible.
Maybe I should put some purple dice in that.
What?
3 damage.
I forgot purple dice.
Ah!
Okay, so he has 2 threat. He's going to take that as strain, which is not going to help his case at all. But he's going to do 8 points of damage.
Okay.
Index takes 2.
Yep.
6 soak. Disgusting.
Yep. Okay, so who's going next?
I'll go next.
I totally should have
Yay.
stabbed Bob.
Okay, so is it a maneuver to draw a weapon?
Yes.
Yes, unless you have quick draw.
Or
Okay.
you already have the weapon out.
Okay, so I will draw my bola. I will aim for 2 strain, and I will see what falling damage hopefully does to the guy on the horse.
You're hoping you
I
get
think
that knockdown.
I think we need to find a way to electrify your bola. That way it's an electric bola.
Okay, so it's a ranged
Ebola.
attack and you're at short distance, so it's one purple there. Right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, go ahead and fire your bow off.
Oh, wait. It's the end of the night.
There you go.
I kept stalling as
Attaboy.
long as I could. Don't die, whoever's dying.
I do what I want.
Okay, so take that shot.
Yes.
Yes, that he succeeded to hit, but no for the knockdown.
Oh,
Because he needs 2 advantage for that. So you fire off your bola, and it does, what, 6 points of damage?
I guess.
Yeah.
That's impressive for Ebola.
Yeah, that's the hell of impressive. And it does enough to go past his soak, so your bola basically hits the guy, kind of like gets hung up on his armor, but doesn't do the beautiful rap, and then thwack to knock him off his saddle. But you do take a point of strain because you did that all kind of hastily, like. You were rushing to get the bola out, hoping to make him fall off
I
his
have an
saddle.
advantage.
Oh, that's an advantage, not a threat. Yes, you're right. So what would you like to do with your 1 advantage?
I will offset the strain that it took me to pull the bola out.
Okay, so you get 1 of your strains back.
Well, does it take 1 or 2 strain to pull a weapon?
It takes
2 strain
2
to do
for
a
a second maneuver.
Oh, okay. So I'm down 1 on that.
Okay, so who's going next?
oh well, let's see here.
Twyla, do you want to stab that guy?
I was gonna do. I was thinking of doing quick draw, so I could pull my dagger out and
Stab that guy?
Now the question is, are
Yeah.
you going to throw it at him for only
I'm
1
gonna
purple,
throw it at him.
or melee him for 2 purple?
And no, I'm gonna throw it at him because it's ranged light for me is my bread and butter.
At which point we discover their range defense is less than their melee defense. Oh wait, that's
Oh.
the
Beforehand. I shot them.
Okay,
Okay.
because I have quick draw.
Yep.
And so let's see here.
As many a back can prove.
Okay, let's see.
As she's hoping for 3 advantages to dismount him with the dagger.
Okay, there. Here we go. All right.
Oh,
And
I've got your upgrade in.
okay.
Okay, so for 10 points of damage.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, needless to say, your dagger makes his body slump off the horse and fall down.
Yay!
As you look at Bob and say, that's how you get them off the horse. That's how the bowl is supposed to work. Okay, and who's last but not least?
Stabs
Index.
back. Oh yeah.
That's gonna be. And I'm going to try and stab the guy with a knife.
Shank him with a knife.
I have my injury, which I think increased the difficulty of my next roll.
No,
Yep.
it was a black.
He has a
Hey,
black
black
dex.
Black, add the black. So I need an extra black added. I'm gonna aim.
Black at it again.
Okay. Because I totally had to bring balance to the force.
Okay. Ready?
Yep.
Nope.
Ooh.
Wow. But I do see 3 advantages there.
I'm gonna knock him off.
You're going to push him off. You missed with the dagger, but then you armbarred him off the horse. That's just disgusting. Okay, he is currently falling off his horse. He'll make his check on his turn. So who's going next?
I'm going next, and I have the movement speed to get there. I'm going to stab this man again. In midair. You know,
That's-
like a villain.
Oh, and look at you flipping that before I can. Okay. God bless you.
What in the world?
Wow.
Seriously?
My
Tell you what I
per-
want to do with those advantage though.
What's
I want to
that?
give him a black die for, for his falling check.
Okay, well, look whose turn it
Let
is.
gravity finish him off.
Let's see. He's got a black die. There's 2 purple. This isn't going to be pretty. You know, we need to find talents for like taking less fall damage off a horse.
I don't think there are any.
There aren't.
Feels like someone should like homebrew those, because like, goddamn, I've fallen off of a horse. It's not break your back bad most of the time.
Yeah, just ask Christopher Reeves.
Most of the time.
Booyah! Oh,
Oh!
No.
as he takes
He
a
falls off
header
and the horse steps on his head.
and he falls
Damn.
backwards. His neck bends backwards. The horse
Ugh.
steps on what's left of his cantaloupe of a head. And thankfully, he didn't take any strain damage.
Yeah.
Who notices when the 12 points of wounds on top of the 12 points of wounds you've currently suffered already? So needless to say, you have killed them all, but not hurt a single horse.
Yay!
I'm assuming next will be Twyla grabbing this horse to keep it from running away.
Yes, and then looting the bodies.
You
Wagon
guys
going
have
over the hill.
1 turn before the wagon crests the hill. What
I
do
was
you do?
expecting that wagon to come over like halfway through the combat. That would have complicated things.
Well, we need to.
Is this going to count as 2 different encounters?
No.
Technically, yes, but no, because basically there's a ticking clock, and you have 1 round before the wagon shows up.
Well, if it's 2 different encounters, I want to use my 1 free divine spell for this encounter.
But doesn't that require is that per encounter, or is that
It's per encounter.
okay? If you
James,
want to,
I feel like you should just call this all 1 encounter that just
yeah,
happens to span 2 sessions.
because it's literally like 6 seconds and the wagon's here. Because there's not like
Okay.
you're not getting a rest between this at all.
Yeah, I'm grabbing the horse
Okay.
and basically going to be pulling them off to the side of the road here.
Okay, so you can totally choose to loot them or get the horses out of the combat zone.
Yeah,
It's one or the
I'm gonna
other.
get the horse off to the side of the road.
Okay, is Korik gonna grab the horse?
No, these 2 guys can handle these horses. I've
Well, at least
had
those
my
horses-
fill of the damn things.
Are off the road anyways.
Okay,
Yeah,
so
I would head back here and get ready to like start pulling these corpses off of the road.
okay, so you're moving the bodies out of sight.
And I don't know where the poor guy who broke his arm trying to handle a horse went, but like someone should give him some medical attention. That didn't like even from a distance way over here watching it happen, it did not look good.
I planned to. That just made me sad. It's
Yeah.
like we
Okay, it is after 10.
Yep. I was just gonna say it's a really good point to wrap it up there, and the wagon is just about to show up as you guys do your thing.
Are you sure? Because I'm sure this wagon won't take very long.
I'm sorry, I gotta get up at 5 a.m.
Yeah, I also got up early. Okay, guys, XP.
You guys are gonna get 10 XP.
Sweet.
Oh my.
All right. I'll talk to you guys later, man.
All right, have a good night, guys.
Bye, guys.
Things went so bad.
Whew, especially for the guy that tried to handle those 2 horses.
Falling damage.
So, as much fun as that was, are you sure that falling off a horse is short distance?
Yeah, I mean anything from 1 square to 5 squares is short distance fall.
Well, 1 square is 5 meters, right?
No,
5 feet.
yeah, it's basically 1 square is 5 feet-ish.
Okay. So a horse is maybe 4, maybe 5?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's effectively a 5-foot drop if you fall off of a horse.
Well, no. I was just thinking game-wise, it's a lot more damage than what falling off a horse should be.
Yeah. It's one of those things where, like, it would be a lot more roll heavy if you did it this way, but it should be you do a riding check,
Mm-hmm.
and then if you, like, succeed on the riding check, even though you fell, you...
Dismount as opposed to take a
Yeah,
header right
like-
into the hedgerow.
Yeah. Like, the only time you should ever have to roll the coordination thing to take the full 10 damage is if you really fucking botched your riding roll.
Horse launches you with a stop or a go. Alrighty, guys. I'm gonna head out.
Okay,
All right,
bye-bye.
bye.
All right. Have a good night,
Good
guys.
night.